Time has passed, though. 15 years, to be precise, since that fateful night. There's mixed reactions from you all, but also mixed reactions from the town. I think the majority of the town sees you all as heroes. You saved a number of kids that night. You uncovered a smuggling ring. You uncovered a lot of things. For all of you, 15 years have passed since the night you stood before the void. Risk still stands as it always had. The markets of Breeze still bustle with merchants and travellers. The theatres of the Chill still echo with music and laughter. Above it all, Aiden Castle still watches the city like a silent guardian. But the world remembers that night. The void pit beneath the city remains sealed, a bargain struck with the Guardian to keep those who might do harm away. The Sky March has grown not only bigger, but stronger, harsher, more vigilant. And the heroes who stood at the edge of that darkness have long since gone their separate ways, unless called upon. Until now. So, Griffith. 15 years have passed. Where do we find you?
Griffith now lives on the outskirts of Brisk. He lives a very pragmatic, pacifist life.
Okay.
Now, because he is in control now. He is 100% Griffith. So, but he's managed to, through obviously the 15 years, he's managed to harness said power, but he only likes to use force when necessary. He resolves everything non-violently because he remembers everything that happened while he was Geist, and yeah, he just doesn't want to cause any more destruction or death.
Sounds good. So, Griffith, you're sort of a wandering hermit now, and currently walking through the forest. You see some bandits hassling a traveller nearby, and brandishing knives swirled with black. Something that you've come to see a little bit more common nowadays since that night. You walk up and yet again see these black swirled knives brandished against this traveller, and you get that familiar tug to pull back. And I think you do. You reach out and you pull the void from those knives. Get that rush, get that surge of energy. The bandits panic and run. And yet again, another solution without violence. Shortly after, a messenger runs up to you, garbed in a familiar blue, sees you, stops, and hands you a letter. Before he leaves, he turns to you and says, Is it true? You've seen the void and lived.
It's very true. It's once controlled me, but now I control it. And as you can see, like, he's got visible tattoos on his body. He's got like blackened hands. And he goes, but controlling it does come with its, let's say, changes. And he looks at his blackened fingers and tattoos that have just appeared on his body.
Lovely. And I think as you go to open that letter, we see Jane. Now, Jane, yet again, 15 years has passed for you. We see you in the halls of the Order of the Wild Wall. And where do we find you? What do we find you doing?
Tending to the garden of the commune.
I think you're standing there, forest shrine behind you, shrine to Korana, when one of your disciples walks up behind you. Jane, someone approaches you seeking aid.
She would turn around and nod her head, and she goes, "Of course. Where are they?"
At the front door. I think they're from the Sky March.
Oh. and I think like look of surprise initially before she nods, and she goes,
Yeah.
"I'll get to them immediately."
You walk out, and a quailing young man standing there holds a letter out in front of himself, ready for you to take. As you take it, he utters, "You were there that night, weren't you?"
She nods very solemnly.
You look down at the letter with this familiar Sky March wax seal on the top, and as you go to open it, we see Nim and Joey. Where do we find you guys?
We're rich. We're so rich. We have been hustling. We have been bounty hunting. Freelance, casual, part-time. We moved from agency to agency. All of them know us. Very competitive. We, as the years have gone on, we just increased our rates because the demand has been so good. So yeah, he's the muscle. I'm the brains.
Okay.
We're really rich and local celebrities in a kind of in like a freelance way. Like, you know, if you're in a room full of like all the people in your industry, we're those people. You know?
Joey just follows Nim's lead, basically. Hasn't really figured out 100% what's going on, but he does have a beard now, guys.
Oh, he
so that's pretty
does.
cool.
That's
But yeah,
a
despite him
beard.
growing a beard, mentally he has not aged a day. He's still basically the exact same vibes. But yeah, he's very trusting of Nim, that's for sure.
The Nim has also not changed, but she's rich, so she has changed.
Money hasn't changed her. is what it's doing.
I feel like she doesn't even use the money. She just likes to collect it.
Yeah, she's a
this is
little
the
hoarder.
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
What job do we find you on?
I think we're hunting werewolves.
Okay.
Well, what we think are werewolves. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think maybe in the outskirts of town, maybe near where Geist is. Not Geist. Are you Geist anymore? What's up with that?
Griffith.
Yeah. Maybe where Griffith is out in that region. We're just knocking door to door. And we're saying like, have you guys seen any really big dogs?
Not a werewolf though, is what I chime in to try and like smooth things over.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a werewolf.
Not a
though.
werewolf. He's definitely not a high schooler. Definitely not a high school werewolf.
Can't dunk. Definitely can't dunk. Don't get on the basketball court. Whatever you do is wild.
After probably the
Have you
fourth
seen
or
anyone play some seriously good basketball? This is really
That's one of the
important.
clues you got to look out for.
after probably the fourth or fifth door that's been slammed in your face at this point, you see running up the path to one of the outer settlements of Brisk that you're in the familiar blue garb that you've probably been pretty used to being called on now. I think you've been called on more than most because of your activeness.
Because we're rich.
Definitely why. But hands out a letter with the familiar wax seal, and I think that Nim, you would notice that this is Dawn Strata's seal herself as well.
Oh, Joey, how do you feel about a larger paycheck than usual?
It's it's got the Sky March thing on it though. So yeah, I don't. We got to help the Sky March.
Yeah, you're right. I think our infinite wealth has blinded me on the occasion. This will be a good one to follow up on. You are correct.
Yeah, I think the crew.
I think as you lean down, I think all of you at this point, we flash cut to all of the envelopes opening at once. And it is a summons from Dawn Strider herself. Just says simply, Brisk requires your presence. Come to the Sky March Hall immediately. Dawn Strider. That is it. So no explanation, just urgency. So, a little bit of time passes. You all make your way back to Brisk. By however means you wish. I imagine that Griffith probably walks. Jane probably isn't too far from Brisk, I imagine, with the Order of the Wild Boar.
Close enough, but far
Yeah.
away where she doesn't feel that connection
Yes.
to her papa. Because 15 years on, she still hates his guts.
So I think all of you walking back into the brisk after after some years, I think, other than Nim and Joey, you notice the Sky March's buildings are far larger than before.
Can I clarify something?
Yes.
We make our way around on a giant insect.
Oh,
It's a spell I have. It's called Giant Insect.
I love it. Yep.
Is that the spell you were
It is-
excited
what-
about?
yeah, it is. Yeah, so we're coming in on, I'm thinking a giant wasp. Yeah.
Ooh.
Horrifying.
I
Yeah,
love it. I feel like
his
I feel
name-
like that you guys are in and out of the Sky March so often. They've probably got like a
Oh
space
yeah.
for the wasp to land. And I love the fact, a wasp pad. But I love the fact that it's a summon, so it disappears as well. So it's purely
yeah.
for it to land, and then you
Uh-huh.
dismiss it anyway.
Yeah, this is what money gets you, a landing pad.
Rich Nim is a problem.
Yeah, we pay for a parking spot for a summon.
But I do, yeah. So I do think that you notice that the Sky March is far larger than it was before. It's now a lot more disciplined. It's closer to a military organization than it was just an adventurers guild before. There's new recruits everywhere, new faces that you haven't seen. Security in the city just a lot higher. The town guard is basically obsolete at this point, as the Sky March has taken over the lot. I think as you walk through the town, there's whispers here and there of, those are the ones who fought at the pit. They were there that night. They saved those kids. You make your way into Sky March Hall, and I think you all see each other for the first time in probably a few years. Who says hi first?
I think Joey absolutely waving big. I think he probably runs up to Jane. He's like, Jane, hey!
Hello, Joey. How are you?
Oh, it's crazy to see you. It's been so long. What have you been up to?
Beard.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, I think it makes me look very mature, is what I think.
Oh, absolutely. She's like covering her face. That's like half look of despair, half look of like fascination. How does this like man in his 30s look like a child still with a huge beard? You know, she's just like staring up at him. It's like, oh, it looks great.
So he goes, see, Nim, Jane likes
Yeah,
it.
from the distance you hear zzz.
Oh, what is?
As and you hear beep beep, beep as I back the wasp up.
Just do be careful. His stinger is still, beep, 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 beep. Yeah, just a little. It's gonna go forward. Just hold on. And the wasp kind of goes forward a bit. She backs up again, back into the space. Beep, beep, zzz. And then she jumps off. And she gives the wasp, she gives it a smack and it dissipates into a cloud.
All that
Jane.
careful landing to just.
Jane, is that you?
Oh, Nim, it is. It's so nice to see you. And she'll go to embrace Nim.
Oh my goodness. It seems as though you smell older.
She takes her hand off of Nim. She's like, goes,
Have you overcome your problems with socialization and anxiety?
I would like to say I have, actually. It's been 15 years.
If you say so.
Okay.
I think at
Should
this
you
point,
need any calming emotions, let me know.
I think at this point you all notice what I don't think a lot of you would recognize standing in your midst.
It's another wasp.
There's another one.
Griffith, do you pipe up here?
Griffith. Yeah, he'll walk up there and be like, it's good to meet you all again. How have you all been?
Do a spin.
For you, Nim, only. He does a spin.
She claps.
Oh.
It seems as though you have not overcome your problems, but that is all right. We are here to help.
Oh, I'm fully in control now, Nim. There is no more Geist.
And yet,
Just
you-
Griffith.
you elect to spin?
I think
It is joyful.
Jane will go up to Griffith and takes his hands in her own, and she sees the black markings. And I think in contrast, Griffith will see her magical armband tattoos of vines and various thorns and leaves that glow a soft little green color. And she goes, "That is so nice to see you again. How have you been?"
I have been good. Just being one with nature, just patrolling the outskirts and just it's good not having violence in your life now.
I understand completely. I'm so happy for you, Griffith.
I think at this
And-
point we'll start to fall silent. Not out of your own accord. You still want to talk, but you feel a presence in the room. A familiar presence.
She's right behind me, isn't she?
She absolutely.
She's right behind me.
It's another wasp.
You notice
Oh,
my boss
God.
enters the room. But no, I think that at this point you hear footsteps. You hear the click clack of boots on stone, and the whole hall falls silent as Dawn Strider strides straight through the hall. Doesn't look like she's aged a day, but she carries that same commanding presence that just ushers in silence around her. Her armor now shows signs of use. There are scuff marks. There are gouges. But she wastes no time. She looks at you all. I'm glad you've all said hello. I wish this were a pleasant reunion. She looks at each of you, but the void is stirring again. And I believe Gar is still alive.
Knew it. He just fell in a hole, guys. Like I've told you guys so many times, I'm a real expert on falling into holes. I do it all the time. Those two, they just fell in a hole.
Now, I do
Yeah.
know, Joey, you have voiced your concerns to me many a time, but I have taken it upon myself to actually investigate them.
You fell into a
And-
hole.
Of the last year, there's been strange. Over the last year, there's been more void disturbances than normal. We have been tracking them. We have seen the fluctuations in magic near the pit. Creatures appearing briefly and then vanishing, shadows disappearing. The Sky March scholars have investigated, and what they found was a magical signature that we recognized from that night. We believe it to be Gar's. Now, if you would come with me, I need to show you more. And she takes you down into basements that you probably haven't been to in the Sky March, where they keep artifacts, where they keep dangerous goods. Walking past gadgets and gizmos are plenty. And she stops at a lens that would fit a pair of glasses. Turns to you all and says, "This is an echo lens, capable of detecting magical traces across planes. Have any of you familiar with these?" Now, I think Jane and possibly Nim could roll an Arcana for this. If they wanted to.
Okay. Look out, I got boosted stats now.
Yeah. Dude, you
I have
Dude,
boosted stats.
I remember how to do this.
I rolled a 13.
lovely.
I rolled a 9.
It's my boosted
Lovely.
stats.
I love that you guys have a +8 and a +2. Okay, +2 for Jane. Okay.
+8.
+8 for Nim.
+8 and you got 13. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that was my point.
I love you, Cass. I'm sorry. That's mean.
I am cursed, right? Don't want to
It
talk
lives
about
on.
it.
It's true.
Claire's
So-
soul resonates in me.
I think Nim, you would have seen an echo lens before, but not be familiar with its use.
What is it
Jane,
shaped like? What does it look like?
looks like a lens that would fit into a pair of glasses,
Okay.
basically. Yeah. But
Like is it like a spyglass or like a square
sort of,
kind
yeah,
of lens?
sort of like a spyglass. Yeah.
Mhm.
You would have seen it before, but I don't think you would be familiar with its use.
Mhm.
And Jane, you probably just have no idea. Maybe you've heard of it, but that's probably about it. Dawn Strider says no familiarity. Okay, I thought you may have come across one. She takes 2 steps into the containment area for this artifact, picks it up off the pedestal, and continues to walk down the hall. You follow Dawn Strider down a few hallways to a room. A room with magical wards all over the place, a room with rune circles, obviously to protect from dangerous artifacts that you walk past and things like that. She mounts the lens on a pedestal, draws some circles around it and things like that, and projects an image on the far wall. Darkness shifts, shapes move, the indiscernible. And then for a moment, a figure stands in the distance amongst this black, inky void that it's projecting. It's Gar. Exhausted, but alive. Then the image collapses. And Dawn Strider turns to you all and says, I can't keep it open for any longer than that. But every time I do, we see him. I do not think Gar died. I think he's trapped in the void. I do not know how he survives, but I believe he is anchored there. If anyone can reach him, I believe it is you. Will you go?
We will do everything we can for Gar.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go.
She explains to you all that the void can't be entered safely. There may be a way, and it is back where this all started. In the void path, deep beneath Brisk, past the Guardian. Now, before you all leave, Dawn Strider also looks to you all again and says, one more thing I must show you before you go. Windsor. He is not lost. Come with me. And then takes you down a few rooms over. And you find him in a very similar room to where she took you for the echo lens, but lying on a table, covered in runes, covered with magical symbols, where he lies, not aging a day. Looks like he's in a magical stasis of some sort. Comatose. Black veins running up his arms, very reminiscent of Griffith's. Now, we've been studying him for quite some time. 15 years to be precise. But we think we've discovered something since discovering Gar's presence. The void exposure is the same. And we think releasing Gar will give us the key to curing Windsor. So I ask you all again, will you go back?
Does his current state, it's magically induced, was this infecting him before all of this stuff happened with the void?
No, I believe it to have happened on that night.
I just thought he was unwell. I thought he would go and seek help. I didn't think it was anything beyond his normal partying habits.
No, this is void induced. And I think Griffith would know more about this than anyone alive.
So he is sick, but not because he was jolly too much.
Definitely not, Nim. Now, I do need to ask, have you been to see your mother, Nim?
No. No. No,
I
it has
thought
been
so.
too long. I think she...
You do need to make the time. I think that there is no point in waiting. I think you just need to go to the void.
No, it is okay. That's okay. You
It is. Well, then I consider it an order from the Sky March for
15
after the
years
void.
is nothing to an elf. It's fine.
You're rich now, Nim, though, so she'll be stoked at how much money you have.
Mother will be not happy with me because I have not called or sent a letter, or we have not talked, and I fear she will spit mean things at me.
Well, I'll just come. People are always nice to me, so I'll just come, and she won't be mean.
That is true, Joey, because no one has a reason to be mean to you.
Exactly.
You are
Pleasant
right.
as always.
I will let
Now-
her yell at you instead.
Okay.
Let's not dilly-dally. I think that you need to go now to the void. Things need to be prepared. Make your way back upstairs towards the entrance, and I will meet you there. So you make your way back through the Sky March halls. Joey and Griffith, can you both roll perception checks for me?
Percepzione. That's an 11.
Okay.
That is a 21.
21 for Joey.
Joey
Joey,
sees all.
I think you hear something you've been waiting to hear for a long, long time as you walk back past the echo lens. Just for a moment, through the distortion of black swirling void and the static of noise, you hear a barely audible help. And then silence. And that's where we'll end this half.
Ooh. Good one.